I'll be giving you guys my predictions for the upcoming WWE Premium Live event, the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania 41. Prestigious day for us professional wrestling fans. It is the Christmas for professional wrestling. Today is WrestleMania 41, night 1 here tonight in 3 hours at the time of recording this video. It is 4 o'clock, 4:08 at the time of saying this right now, and we are 3 hours away from the show where I am at, so I think it starts at 7, so yeah, 5, 6, yeah, so 3 hours, I can count, and I'm very, very excited because this is such a stacked WrestleMania. I mean, last year was very stacked as well, but I don't know. This year is also very, very stacked, and I'm going to be giving you guys my predictions in this prediction video for you guys here today, but I do have a couple things that I want to say first. First off, guys, for the predictions, we're only doing 4 matches. Now, I know that sounds like very little because considering that there are 10 other matches on the card, but that's the main reason why I'm doing this is because, like I said, we're 3 hours away from the show, and I really want to get this video out for you guys, and if I do all the matches, then it's going to take forever, so I'm doing the 4 most important matches that I do want to talk about, those being the main event of night 1, obviously, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk, the main event of night 2 being Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the Undisputed Championship, the first match on night 1 being Jey Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, in the Randy Orton Open Challenge that's happening on WrestleMania night 2, and I really want to talk about that, because I want to give you guys my thoughts. I don't even know what I just said there. You can rewind that and see what I just said. I don't even know what I just said there. But I will be giving you guys my prediction on who I think is going to answer Randy Orton's Open Challenge, because that's one of the main talking points for WrestleMania. It's very unknown. A lot of people speculating who it's going to be. I'm going to give you guys some of my honorable mentions and then my final prediction. But yeah, guys, I cannot wait to do this. And 2 more things. First off, I got my voice back in a day. Thank God, you know, I'm sounding good again. I'm sounding like your Frankie's Figure Life today, so that's very good. And the most important announcement, guys, at the time of recording this video, probably like 10-15 minutes ago, we hit 300 subscribers. Let's clap it up, guys. Thank you so much. I was gone for a week, and I was praying that, I know it's kind of weird, but I was praying that I wouldn't hit 300 subscribers while I was on vacation, because I wanted to hit it today. On the day of WrestleMania, I hit 300 subscribers, so thank you guys so very much. I greatly appreciate all you guys who have subscribed. Thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me, and yes, so thank you so much. We had 200 subscribers on the day of the Royal Rumble, and we had 300 subscribers on the day of WrestleMania. It's amazing, but now I'm gonna stop with all that. But thank you very much. I just want you to know, I thank you guys so much. I am so happy. I was celebrating just now. Thank you guys so much. But I don't want to waste any more time. Let's jump into the predictions. Okay, so first off, let's talk about who is going to answer Randy Orton's Open Challenge not tonight, it's tomorrow night, on night 2. So, there's been a variety of people, that, people have been speculating about, maybe like some, people from NXT or TNA or, people from other companies and what so. So, I am going to give you some of my honorable mentions. First off, let's talk about Solo Sikoa, the man who has never had a WrestleMania match in his life. He didn't have one at WrestleMania 39, but he had a big moment, helping Roman Reigns. He didn't have one at WrestleMania 40. He was in the Bloodline Rules match, and then he's not having one at WrestleMania 40, which I really don't think makes any sense whatsoever, because he was like the top guy on SmackDown in the summer. He was the Tribal Chief. He was the Roman Reigns, obviously not as not as popular, not as dominant as Roman Reigns, but still, the Bloodline was running shop in the summer. He was insane, and now he's not even getting a match at WrestleMania. This guy fought Roman Reigns on the first Raw on Netflix. This guy fought Roman Reigns in War Games. This guy teamed up with Jacob Fatu against Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes at Bad Blood, and he's still not going to be at WrestleMania. I don't know why they just don't want Solo Sikoa to be at WrestleMania, but obviously he's going to do something with Jacob Fatu and LA Knight, tonight, so maybe Jacob will turn on him, but yeah, this just, I don't know. They were kind of leaning towards this a little bit, but now, Solo Sikoa is not going to answer his Open Challenge because, once Kevin Owens got hurt, and which led to this whole thing happening, people thought somebody else who doesn't have a match at WrestleMania, that being Solo Sikoa. I just don't see it happening. So Solo Sikoa, you're not going to fight Randy Orton. But let's talk about maybe a possibility of not necessarily Obafemi, but maybe just an NXT superstar. I just finished watching NXT Stand and Deliver, and my God, did they deliver. Pun intended here. My God, they delivered with that show. That show was insane. Hey, man. Hank and Tank, new tag champs. I like that. This match was insane, the triple threat for the NXT title, but we're going to veer away from that, which I really don't know if an NXT person going to, get called up. Maybe Trick Williams or Javon Evans, maybe, because they just lost, but I don't think they're going to have them do that since they just fought tonight. I don't think they're going to fight tomorrow night. I don't know. I really don't see it, but maybe an NXT person, not necessarily Obafemi, but, I thought I'd grab Obafemi since it's the NXT World Champion, maybe an NXT guy, and then also maybe a TNA guy. So I got Joe Hendry here because, like I said, he is the TNA Impact World Champion, and I don't know, maybe an Impact guy, maybe an NXT guy, but if I'm thinking any TNA guy, I'm thinking maybe Nick Nemeth. I feel like that would be cool. I don't know if Joe Hendry is really I don't think he needs to be answer Randy Orton's open challenge because what he's doing with Frankie Kazarian and Ethan Page right now. I think he's got enough going on. I don't think he needs to do this at WrestleMania. I mean, it'd be cool, obviously. I believe in Joe Hendry. Clap, clap. We all do. We would all go crazy if it happened, but I just don't think it's the right time for him. But Nick Nemeth or somebody else in TNA would be cool. But now, let's jump into the person who people have been speculating a little bit more these days. But, so, the person I'm going to guess here as an honorable mention, or possibly who I think it's going to be, is Miro, a.k.a. Rusev Pujria, Rusev Machka, Rusev right here. People have been speculating that, or not really just speculating, but, people have been saying that Rusev is almost most likely going to answer a challenge. But why? Why this? Why now? Do it the Raw after Mania, SmackDown after Mania? I just don't think that Rusev is viable enough to fight Randy Orton in an open challenge at WrestleMania. I don't see it. Obviously they did their whole thing in 2018 with Rusev Day, but this isn't 2018. This isn't mid-card Randy Orton. This is top-tier Randy Orton right here. We need to have a good match, so I do not think it's going to be Miro, but it's very possible because, all the rumors that are going around. But, that might just be Dave Meltzer throwing around a bunch of rumors. I'm not too sure. But now, Solo just fell. Come on, Solo. All right, now I've narrowed it down to three people here. Sorry. One person that I think it could possibly be is Carmelo Hayes. He just won the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal last night. Maybe they'll have him do it, just not a surprise, but it could definitely elevate him if he, goes up against Randy Orton. But this is kind of highly doubtful. But I just do want to say it, put it into the universe so that, once it might possibly happen, you guys are like, hey, Frankie's Finger Life called that, all right? That's why I'm saying it. And I think it'd be a really cool match. We saw it in the King of the Ring tournament. I would not mind seeing this and seeing Carmelo Hayes on WrestleMania. That'd be pretty cool. But now, I've narrowed it down to two people. Now, I do not have a figure for this guy, but I do have a guy that looks somewhat like him. Nick Aldis. Now, this is probably the most, probably the best option for him to fight, maybe, but I don't know. It's probably gonna be Nick Aldis or Rusev, but I don't really want it to be. I don't think anybody would really be that excited for it. I don't think that they're going to have Nick Aldis fight Randy Orton at WrestleMania. You got to remember, this is WrestleMania. I don't think Nick Aldis is going to fight Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Yes, I know this is JBL, but still, I don't think it's going to be him. Now, I'm doing this just because I want it to happen. There is a 5% chance that this is actually going to happen, but I want to just put it into the universe. You never know. This is who I really, really want to answer the challenge, and it might be a possibility. Person that I think and want to answer Randy Orton's challenge is Uncle Howdy. Bear with me here, alright? You cannot say that Uncle Howdy versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania would not be fire. Just think of the storytelling that you can do out of this. This would be a great way to bring back the Wyatt Six and Uncle Howdy. I think this would be great. This is more that I want to happen. But, dude, that would be so sick because obviously, the past with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton and the Wyatt family and all their fights that they had. Don't forget, the last person to defeat The Fiend was Randy Orton right there. So I think this would be sick. But I know Bo Dallas is out with like a shoulder injury. I don't know how that's going. So I don't know. But this is who I really want. And if I'm really saying realistically who I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be Nick Aldis. But just for the purpose of this video, I think it's going to be Uncle Howdy, and I want it to be Uncle Howdy. My God, I spent a while on that. I'm so sorry I spent so long on that. But now we're moving on to the match that is going to open up the show here tonight for WrestleMania Night 1. It is going to be Gunther defending his World Heavyweight Championship against the not the main event winner. What am I even saying? The Royal Rumble winner, main event, Yeet Jey Uso right here. And, this match has been built up very well, in my opinion. With Jimmy Uso being attacked by Gunther, which made Jey Uso go absolutely nuts. And now he's, just a serious Jey Uso. And he, did one-time for the one-time yeet on Raw, because, that was, his only yeet for the past, 3 weeks. I'm rhyming here, yeet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. But you might know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying still. But either way, I think Jey Uso definitely deserves to win, because he's lost 10 World Heavyweight Championship matches in the past 5 years, I'm pretty sure. With the losses to Roman Reigns, losses to Seth Rollins and all of that, and Gunther even. So I think that it's time for Jey Uso to win, but the one thing that is making me think that it might not be Jey Uso is because Gunther. Alright, let's think about this. Obviously, if you've seen any of Gunther's title reigns, with the UK title, he held it for 3 years, maybe 2. And then when he held the Intercontinental title, we already know he's the longest reigning Intercontinental champion of all time. He held that for 3 years or 2 years or whatever. And Gunther won this at SummerSlam, but what makes me think that he's not going to have a too long title reign with this title is because this is the world title we're talking about, and we just had a really long reign with Roman Reigns, and we're getting a really long reign on SmackDown with Cody Rhodes, so I don't think they're going to do the same thing with Gunther, and I think that main event Jey Uso is going to beat Gunther. But one more thing that makes me think that Gunther has a possibility of winning is that this would be the second year in a row where Gunther would be losing at WrestleMania. He lost to Sami Zayn last year for the IC title, and now he's losing again this year to Jey Uso, where it's kind of the same story if you really think about it, just a different title and just a different Uso. You already know the honorary Uso, but I don't know. I think Gunther proves enough literally every other pay-per-view besides WrestleMania. I think this is the one pay-per-view where Gunther can actually lose. So my final prediction is that we're going to take this title over here and put it over here, and we're going to say, yeet. The crowd's going to go nuts when he wins. The crowd's going to absolutely erupt, and that looks good on his shoulder. So I got main event Jey Uso winning when he's going to be saying 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. Alright guys, the triple threat match, the main event for night 1 of WrestleMania 41, this being Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk, with the wise man Paul Heyman accompanying him to the ring as his manager. And guys, I am so hyped for this match. I'm more hyped for this match than I am for John and Cody, because they've been building this up like crazy, and you know something crazy is going to happen. Whether or not who wins, it's still going to be insane, because all 3 of these guys have something to prove. Seth Rollins wants to save WWE because he thinks that they're destroying it. Roman Reigns, he wants to prove himself. The 2 guys that he hates the most, or really, Seth Rollins also hates these guys the most, but still, Roman Reigns, he has a bone to pick with both of them. They both try to screw him over. He's not very fond of either of them, because Seth, the Shield breakup back in 2014, and Punk because he stole the wise man from him. And CM Punk here, he has a problem with Roman Reigns because he doesn't like the way he's really treating Paul. And then Seth, they just hate each other because Seth hates him, he hates him back. We already know the whole story with that. And this is going to be something. And guys, I just want to point something out really, really quick here. I just giving myself a little bit of props. When I did the main event talk for the Royal Rumble, the day after the Royal Rumble, I said to you guys, after, they eliminated each other, guess what I said? I said that it was going to be a triple threat match at WrestleMania, and I was right. Who was right? I was right. Frankie's Figure Life was right. You already know. But, yes, so, back to the prediction. Sorry, got off track there. Had to flex. So, this is I think this is more unpredictable than any other match on the card. So I'm going to tell you why I think that each person could win, right? Starting with CM Punk, he's really got something to prove, really. I mean, he wasn't at WrestleMania last year. This is his first time at WrestleMania main eventing. At least first time since WrestleMania 29. So, 12 years later, 12 WrestleManias later, he's finally fighting at WrestleMania again. And, I guess it would be cool for him to win. He wants to shut both of them up, so I guess that proves a point, too. Roman Reigns, he wants his wise man back, and he's the OTC, and he just wants to prove everybody wrong and him right, because he's the OTC, he's the tribal chief, he's Roman Reigns, enough said. Seth Rollins, he wants to save WWE, like I said, and he hates both them. So really, anybody can win this match, is basically what I just said in a nutshell right there. So, I'm just gonna say, I think that, I'm just gonna say this right now. CM Punk is not winning this match. I just needed to say that really quick. And, you know what, I just made up my mind. CM Punk isn't winning this match. Neither is Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins is coming home with the W. Now, you want to know why I say this? Because he's the underdog in this match. And these two really don't like each other. Paul Heyman's going to cause a spark between them with something. And Roman Reigns and CM Punk are just going to fight and fight. Seth Rollins is going to steal the victory from both of them and then win. And Seth Rollins is going to win the match. That's my prediction. I'm putting him in the center here because this is who I think is going to win. I'm taking risks. We're doing this. This video is taking a little bit longer. I'm trying to move it along. Seth Rollins is going to win this match, whether he wants to or not. Let's move on to the main event of night 2 for the Undisputed Championship, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Alright guys, I am now talking about the main event of WrestleMania 41 in whole, the main event of night 2. It is going to be Cody Rhodes defending his Undisputed Universal Championship against the 16-time World Champion John Cena. And if Cena wins this, he will be a 17-time World Champion and will have the most reigns in history out of anybody. He'll beat Ric Flair's record, and it's going to be crazy if that does happen. Now, let's talk about this match. Now, this is probably the most anticipated match of the entire card. Obviously, it's the main event, like I said. And, this is going to be something. I don't know, what's going to happen. It's I really do have low expectations for this match. I just don't know, what to expect. Because, but also, if you really think about it, John Cena and Cody Rhodes, just them individually, whenever they want to put on a banger, they put on a banger. Like CM Punk versus John Cena Money in the Bank 2011. That's an example right there. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles at Backlash and at, what was the show? Clash of the Castle. That's another example. Cody Rhodes can put on a banger if he wants to. John Cena, if he's feeling it that night, he can put on a banger. But this also isn't the same John Cena from the 2010s that put on absolute bangers back in the late 2000s or the early 2010s. So yeah, that's also something. We haven't seen a real match from John Cena since 2017, really, because if you think about it, he hasn't had a real singles match, really big singles match since 2021 when he fought Roman Reigns. So I don't know why I said 2017. I completely forgot he fought Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, but that was really the last time that we really saw this version of John Cena, not heel version, but older version of John Cena actually have a legitimate match. So I don't know what to expect out of these guys, but they're obviously going to be interferences from the final boss. It's going to be Bloodline Rules. Rock. It's definitely going to come out in this match. No doubt about it. Probably Travis Scott as well. And then Cody Rhodes. We all know. We saw it at the Hall of Fame last night. Steve Austin is So Cold Steve Austin is in Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. He was there for the Hall of Fame. And Stone Cold's probably going to come out to help Cody Rhodes. And I just don't think, I don't think that it's going to be as crazy as last year with all the interferences, but something definitely is going to happen. But either way, I'm still, obviously I'm intrigued. It's the main event of WrestleMania. Obviously, I'm intrigued, but still, I still don't know what to expect from this match. But if I had to pick who's gonna win, all right. Now, John Cena said that when he wins, if he wins, that he's gonna take the title and leave. I guarantee, if he does win, then he is going to come back like a couple months later, or maybe a month later. He's gonna do a CM Punk that at Money in the Bank 2011 is what I think, if they do that, because he's scheduled for like all the shows like coming up, so he's not gonna leave. But he said he was gonna ruin WWE for everybody. Cody's being the Superman in this, the Batman, Superman, Captain America in this situation, trying to save the WWE, But overall, I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I think that the thing that I've been saying since like September, that John Cena is a 16-time, soon-to-be 17-time world champion. I've got John Cena becoming a 17-time world heavyweight champion, beating Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41. He's got him up, attitude adjustment, and he's going to beat him. I don't know how. Rock's going to do something, but I don't know what they're going to do, but they're going to do something crazy. I can feel it in my bones. They're going to do something insane if they're hyping it up as much as they are, and if they want to make it somewhat close to as good as WrestleMania 40 was, they need to do something crazy during or after the match, and I think this is the perfect amount of crazy. John Cena becoming a 17-time world champion and defeating Cody Rhodes in the main event of WrestleMania 41. But guys, these are my final predictions here. As you can see, this was the prediction video for WrestleMania 41 on the Frankie's Favorite Live YouTube channel. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to smash the like button, comment, share, subscribe. We're now on the road to 310 subscribers, so definitely go subscribe if you are not already, because you already know we put out banger videos, banger content here on the channel, so definitely go subscribe, because I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's not me missing out if you've not subscribed already. It's you missing out if you've not subscribed already, so definitely go subscribe. And thank you guys so much for getting me to 300 subscribers. Now we're on the road to 310 and then 400, you already know. But guys, here are my final predictions. As I said, I think Uncle Howdy's going to answer Randy Orton's open challenge, but also, it's going to be probably Nick Aldis, but I just want to say Uncle Howdy because I love Uncle Howdy in the Wyatt 6. And then I think Jey Uso is going to be Gunther, Seth Rollins is going to win the triple threat, and John Cena is going to be Cody Rhodes. And one last prediction that I want to make. Now, I don't know if this is going to happen, but I do think there's a high chance of this happening. I think that on night one, Paul Heyman could join Seth Rollins and then join The Rock and John Cena at the end. I didn't want to talk about it too much because I know this has been a very long video. I didn't want to talk about it too much when I was talking about the actual matches themselves, and I just wanted to say it now. I wanted to put it into the universe, so I just wanted to say that real quick just in case you guys, say that I didn't say it. I said it right here, so I have proof. But guys, I am so excited for WrestleMania. It is in 2 hours, like I said. I cannot wait. And guys, hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you all will enjoy WrestleMania Night 1 here tonight and Night 2 tomorrow night. So guys, you already know the drill. I am Frankie's Big Life, and I'm signing out. Enjoy WrestleMania. Thanks for 300 subscribers. Peace.